With the huge news coming out yesterday and the development of the 49ers takeover of Rangers, things are starting to feel incredibly real for Rangers fans, and it seems the better days are just ahead of us. After this announcement, Rangers have been handed a massive boost ahead of the takeover being completed, which we will go over in today's video, whilst also going over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so before we do, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, former Rangers defender Craig Moore has voiced deep concerns over the mentality of the current squad, suggesting every player needs their own sports psychologist following their lackluster performance in Barry Ferguson's first home match in charge. Ferguson, who stepped in as interim manager after Philippe Clement's dismissal last week, saw his side fall to a disappointing 2-1 defeat against Motherwell and Ibrox on Saturday. The lack of response from the players in such a crucial moment alarmed Moore, who did not hold back in his assessment of the Rangers squad's mental fragility. Speaking on the Go Radio football show, Moore said, "You know what? I shake my head and think, what is the problem? This is a team that, okay, they never started well against Kilmarnock, but they come and finish the game really strongly. Then you're thinking a home match, Barry Ferguson's first game, the stadium is going to be bouncing. The atmosphere was great before the game, but from the first minute it was flat. The performance had no energy. This group of players at the moment are that far off it, in my opinion. Some are never going to get to the level that I think is required to move forward at the football club. The confidence is extremely low. Sports psychology, I know it's big in the game now, and I feel as if every single player needs his own sports psychologist. They seem that low." The ex-Australia international stressed that Rangers players cannot pick and choose when to turn up, pointing to a significant drop in standards outside of marquee fixtures. He continued, "Whether it be at home to Motherwell or away to Motherwell, these are the matches that make or break you as a Rangers player. It's not easy, don't take this the wrong way, but to get up for European matches, there's a natural lift that you get. The games against Celtic, these games tend to take care of themselves, but it's the other games where the drop-off in performance on everything like the basics is alarming." Moore was also struck by Ferguson's post-match reaction, admitting he was shocked by the team's lack of intensity. He went on to say, "I heard Barry's interview after the game and all that, and he said he didn't even see this coming. I know he had only been in 4 or 5 days, but this is a group of players that continually let people down. The supporters will deserve at least the energy and the good basics. You can win or lose a game, but it's how you win or lose a game for me which is really important, and that consistency has been nowhere near good enough. With Ferguson tasked with steadying the ship until the end of the season, Rangers will need a drastic change in mentality if they are to salvage any positives from the campaign. They face a Europa League round of 16 doubleheader against Fenerbahce before an eye-watering derby clash against Celtic in the league. Their Glasgow rivals are only 3 wins away from lifting the Scottish Premiership title for a 4th year in a row. Now, Rangers are set to receive a massive boost amidst the 49ers enterprises takeover being completed, as Rangers Football Club could potentially gain significant advantages from cut price deals to sign Leeds United players if 49ers enterprises successfully complete their takeover of the Glasgow-based club. This insight comes from Mick Brown, a former Manchester United chief scout, and Sir Alex Ferguson's trusted number 2, who shared his thoughts. Brown, known for his strong connections within the football industry, believes that a multi-club partnership between Rangers and Leeds could greatly benefit both teams. The concept of a multi-club structure, where clubs share resources, players and financial strategies, is not new. It has been successfully implemented by top football organisations like Manchester City, which owns and manages several clubs across the globe. Brown himself recalls the partnership Manchester United had with Royal Antwerp, where young players were sent to the Belgian side to gain valuable experience, benefiting both clubs in the process. A similar arrangement between Rangers and Leeds could see similar mutual advantages. Brown specifically points out that Leeds, who are currently on track for promotion back to the Premier League, have players in their squad who may not be ready for the step up to top-tier football. These squad players, while successful in the Championship, might not meet the demands of Premier League competition. Leeds, in order to comply with financial regulations like profit and sustainability rules, PSR, and financial fair play, FFP, Fee, could look to offload some of these players at reduced prices to free up funds for reinvestment. For Rangers, who are seeking to strengthen their squad to better challenge rival Celtic, this could be a golden opportunity. As Brown notes, Rangers' current squad is underperforming, and financial limitations make it difficult for the club to acquire high-quality players. A partnership with Leeds, however, could offer Rangers access to players of solid, championship quality at prices below market value, allowing them to bolster their squad without breaking the bank. Stefan Borson, a former financial advisor at Manchester City, echoed this sentiment in a recent interview, stating that a formal partnership between the two clubs could be on the horizon. This would enable Rangers to acquire talented players that Leeds no longer need, providing them with a more competitive squad, while Leeds would gain much-needed funds to rebuild for the Premier League. Brown insists that this kind of partnership could provide Rangers with the 4 top signings they need to mount a serious challenge to Celtic in the Scottish Premiership. Leeds would benefit too, as selling surplus players would allow them to comply with financial regulations and strengthen their Premier League roster. Meanwhile, Rangers have more pressing concerns regarding their managerial situation. Following a 2-0 defeat to St Mirren last month, Philippe Clement was sacked, and Barry Ferguson has since stepped in as interim manager. However, speculation continues to grow over a possible return for Steven Gerrard. It was reported on February 28th that Gerrard, who previously led Rangers to Scottish Premiership glory, would be the club's dream appointment to replace Clement. In a recent update, Brown suggested that Gerrard would be open to returning to Rangers after his departure from Saudi Pro League side Al Ettifaq. With Gerrard potentially back in charge and a new partnership with Leeds United on the cards, Rangers could be poised for a transformative summer ahead. The involvement of 49ers Enterprises, who are expected to play a pivotal role in player acquisitions, only adds to the excitement and anticipation surrounding the future of Rangers. Finally, former Chelsea, Juventus and Inter Milan star Adrian Mutu has urged Romanian countryman Yanis Hagi to move to Turkish football next season, just a few days before he plays there for Rangers against Fenerbahce. The Romanian international is out of contract at the end of the season and has been linked with moves to both Rangers' Europa League opponents, Fenerbahce, and bitter rivals Galatasaray. Hagi was born in Istanbul when his father, Gheorghe, played for the club, and the former Real Madrid and Barcelona superstar also later managed them twice. And Mutu, who also played for Fiorentina, Verona, Parma, Livorno, and Cesena in Italy, and now manages homeland club Petrolul Ploiesti, reckons Hagi's game would be suited to Turkish football. He said, "On a media level, it would be crazy if he went to Turkey after what Gheorghe Hagi did there. Yanis has been to Italy before. He didn't manage to establish himself there. But it wouldn't be bad for him to end up in Turkey because his father is super loved there. In fact, it would be a sensational move for Yanis." But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.